So the movie is Bad Boys 3. Now, let me go first because I'm not going to kill it, I'm sure, the way you about to kill it. All right. The first one was 23, 24, 25 years ago. The second one was 17 years ago. And then you have the new one. So I think, for me, it was certain parts of the movie. There's, first of all, a lot of people I talked to loved it. I didn't love the movie. I felt like certain, you know how sometimes with people, sometimes it felt like you rushed certain scenes or you rushed certain, or stuff wasn't just written right. You know what I mean? So, and then me looking at them, like Martin being overweight like he was, it fit because he was saying he was trying to retire. But at a certain point, I'm looking at it like, yo, y'all cannot let Tom Cruise do y'all in. It's one man and it's two of y'all in this action thing. And if you're gonna do an action movie at some point in that movie, like you could obviously see that the CGI, they put the face on Will's face on the stuntman's body and he's chasing down this dude. It just didn't look believable. And I'm like, Tom Cruise is like actually running, jumping off of stuff, hanging on to airplanes. You don't want to die shooting a movie, but at the same point in time, Tom is older than y'all, and he's running laps around y'all in the realm of action movie. So some of the action stuff just fell short for me. The plot, getting Martin into the plot, into the action part, into the detective part of the movie took too long for me. And then some stuff just, you just feel like you just left hanging a little bit. It was just like it could have been acted out better, could have been thought out better, possibly written better at some point. So it was like I was excited for it to come back out, and I want them to continue to make more movies, but they need to not take so long to do the next one, and they need to make it more cohesive, and not just like it felt like you just.
The next one.
Yeah, they coming out with more.
Don't do it, man.
I say do it because you can't end with this one. Make it better, and then they added like the ammo crew, the younger team that was working with them.
Now, if they start spinning it off, I think that's a good place to spin it off and just like.
Yeah, if they're not gonna put the effort in, if you're not gonna put the effort into it,
yeah,
to do it the way it needs to be, y'all feel like y'all getting too old or whatever. It just feel like they was just been chilling.
I feel like the storyline was how Martin actually felt like, nah, bro. I said I didn't want to do no more of these, like, and then they was just like, bro, what if we write that into the script? You're retired, and like. It seemed like a stretch. It seemed like they was just trying super hard. I think the movie is trash. I think it's big trash, man. It felt like they were reading the script. Like it didn't. And when you seen so many other movies, good movies this year, like it's time to get creative. It's 2020. Yeah. You can't just have like a regular movie. Like you just can't be a regular rapper no more. Right. You gotta have something to sensationalize everything. And it's just like they both look in each other's eyes like, time to go, partner. It was just like cliche lines. It just was.
Yeah.
I didn't like it, man.
Yeah.
The most creative thing was thinking that Will Smith was dead when he got shot. That was the most creative part. But other than that, I don't think they were sold on it. I don't think that they believed it.
Tell me this. Because I was talking to my son about this yesterday. The baby, is the baby the child? Is that Martin's child or is it grandchild?
That's his grandchild. I thought you meant the baby like, yeah.
Nah. Because I'm like, the way they had the baby in it, then, if it's the grandchild, why is the grandchild so much? Because at one point, the baby is Lil Marcus. Why is he Lil Marcus? And then he got a whole daddy that's named something else. Why wouldn't he be the junior to the daddy?
They named him after Martin's character. Did you see the part in the movie where they called Martin instead of Marcus?
Nah, I didn't see that.
It was just like, what's up with the continuity? Like, they called Martin's character. I feel like it's somewhere on YouTube where somebody caught it, like the inconsistency. But they was like, Martin. And I was just like, what just happened? Like, because the movie was already trash, and then they made that big mistake. I'm like, bruh, this is deep right now. But it was supposed to be Martin's grandson that they named after him, which I feel like was an even bigger reason for him to want to retire. But it's just, nah, man, it's a no for me, bro. I didn't like.
Yeah, it was just like,
I ain't like.
It was just certain stuff that was just like. The whole thing with the child, like you just throw it in there. It's just like it didn't go with everything else to me. You just threw this in there, and to the point, cause now mind you, once I got there, Will's character had already been shot, so I didn't see the initial scene with him getting shot. I didn't. So and then the daughter was getting married or whatever. So I didn't really catch initially the baby. Like, did his wife? Why are they still having kids is what I'm like. Then it was like, nah, my son was like, nah, that's the grandchild. But I was like, okay, well, why they got the okay, they went on honeymoon. All right. You still didn't just have to throw, they was finding a reason to throw the baby in there and then throw his wife in there. Y'all should have had Gabrielle Union's character back in there then. Because she was, at least she was a police officer, and she has a TV show with her and Jessica Alba, which is a spinoff of the movie. They have a whole TV series where her character is reprised from the Bad Boys, being Marcus's sister, and she's in LA now with her, and it's different things that stem from the movie that they added into. So I was like, I just knew they was gonna have her in the movie, and they didn't. It would have made more sense to have her in the movie than the Ammo crew. You know what I mean? It was just like. I was just like, why? And they asked Will that. Somebody in an interview asked Will, oh, he didn't really have a good. He said we just wanted to go a different place with it or whatever. Like, nah, y'all, it would have made more sense to have her back in it and then tie all that the cartel stuff in it, because she was all mixed up in the cartel stuff on the second one. It just was like certain stuff just didn't, like you said, the continuity and the acting and some stuff was bad.
Yeah,
the acting was bad.
It's something about Martin that he just seemed disconnected. Like, he don't seem like the same Martin. Like, even his cadence of just when he talked, he seemed disconnected. Like something really like messed his mind up, and he just like
he didn't look healthy. Like, actually, like healthy. Period.
Yeah.
He's swollen out. He was swollen all up in here. You know what I mean? I don't know if it's thyroid or whatever, but it just looked like he just wasn't. He looked better on the press tour for the movie than he did in the movie.
Yeah, I hope it ain't nothing like kidneys or nothing like that.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Because I used to wonder why Fred the Godson looked like that.
Oh yeah.
But I found out that it was like kidney problems. So hopefully Martin is cool, man. He got that bread, man. So yeah, man, it was just a bad movie, man. Everybody who was in Bad Boys 3 need to go see 1917 and learn something, man. 1917 was amazing, man.
Yeah.
It was all one shot. It was filmed to make it look like it was all one shot through the whole movie. Had a real good cinematographer that worked on like Fargo and a whole bunch of banging movies. So, man, 1917 was at work. Definitely. What we want to get on to next?
Yeah, so anybody that hasn't seen it, still go see it, and you can have your own opinion. And then hit us up on the page on Facebook and let us know what y'all thought about it.
Yeah, man.
Because I did not go to the movie with the intent to bash it. I really wanted it to be good. I was let down though, and that's just pretty much the thing for me. For it to be that long, 17 years later. You took too damn long to come back with it. You trying to just, and the whole thing was we was waiting for the script. The script was never right. It still wasn't right. To me, it still wasn't all the way. It wasn't all the way there. They try to carry it with their star power, which that's what they probably was banking on, carrying the movie to make it, go across. But it's still.
I think also in the news.